Welcome, everyone, to this deep dive into the Dorado Hills single-family home market. This is brought to you by Weichert Realtors Sierra Pacific Group.
Great to be here.
Today, we're really aiming to cut through some of the noise, give you a clear, actionable picture if you're thinking about buying or selling.
Yeah, let's get straight to it.
Okay, so let's start with a snapshot. The most recent 30 days, roughly late July to late August 2025. What happened?
Well, we saw 57 single-family homes close escrow in that period.
57.
Yeah.
Okay. And the prices, what did those look like?
The figures were pretty interesting. The average sale price, it hit about $1.18 million.
Wow, $1.18 million average.
Yeah, and the median sale price was just slightly over $1.0 million.
So that gap between average and median suggests some really high-end sales pulling that average up, right?
Exactly. Definitely some significant properties influencing that top number.
Makes sense. And how fast were things moving? 57 closings in 30 days sounds, well, pretty active.
It was active. Homes averaged, 56 days on the market overall.
Okay, 56 days average.
But, and this is key, half of them actually went pending. Got an accepted offer in under 39 days.
So the median time was faster, under 39 days.
Right. So while some homes take longer, the well-priced, desirable ones, they're still moving pretty quickly.
Got it. What about price per square foot? Any insights there?
Yeah, the average came in around $359 per square foot. The median was just a bit lower, about $351.
Okay. But here's something I found really interesting in the data, the current inventory.
Oh, yeah.
It's sitting at 187 active listings right now.
Wow, 187. That's quite a bit.
It is. And apparently that's the most available supply we've actually seen on the market since way back in 2019.
Since 2019. Okay, that is a really noteworthy shift. That's significant.
It feels significant. So how does this connect to the slightly bigger picture, say, the last 3 months?
Well, if you zoom out a bit, May through July, we saw roughly 180 homes sell in total.
Okay, about 60 a month on average then.
Pretty much. And prices over that 3-month period, they held remarkably steady, actually. Still hovering near that $1.2 million average sale price.
So price is stable, but inventory.
But inventory has definitely been climbing during that time. That's the main story, I think.
So what does that mean for the market's balance, this climbing inventory? Are sellers still completely in charge?
I wouldn't say completely. This climb, it really indicates a shift. We're moving away from that frenzied seller's market we saw.
Towards something more normal.
Yeah, exactly. Towards a much more balanced market, getting closer to what we'd call a neutral state. Neither buyers nor sellers have this overwhelming advantage anymore.
And that changes how you approach things, doesn't it? Negotiations, offers.
Absolutely. It changes the whole negotiation landscape, really.
Which makes understanding the details even more crucial because, Dorado Hills isn't just one market. Different areas behave differently.
Precisely. You really have to look neighborhood by neighborhood.
So let's do that. What are you seeing in some key areas, like Serrano?
Okay, Serrano. It's still Serrano. It's showing premium demand, pretty steady growth. The median sale price there, as of June, was around $1.13 million.
$1.13 million median. How's that compare year over year?
It's up about 2.7% from last year. And those mid-size executive homes there, they're among the fastest selling in EDH.
Okay, so Serrano's strong. What about, say, Blackstone?
Blackstone is a bit of a different story right now. We've seen some price softening there. The median is around $920,000.
920Ks. And how does that compare?
That's actually down about 13% compared to last year.
13%. Why the drop?
Well, part of it is likely the new construction in and around Blackstone. It's adding more supply, creating more competition for resale homes there.
The supply factor. Okay. What about the 55-plus communities? Heritage, Four Seasons.
Those segments are definitely slower moving right now. They have higher supply levels. Heritage, for example, has about 9 months of supply.
9 months? Wow, that's...
Yeah, that means if no new homes came on the market, it would take 9 months to sell everything currently listed based on the recent sales pace.
So that clearly points towards a buyer's advantage there.
Absolutely. Homes in those communities are often taking over 100 days to sell. Definitely a buyer's market segment.
And the high end? The luxury estates, say $2 million plus?
Those generally have longer timelines, as you'd expect. Buyers at that level are extremely selective, very particular.
Takes the right buyer for the right property.
Exactly. But when that match happens, those properties are still closing, and at strong values too. It just takes patience.
Okay, so that's the current lay of the land. Let's look ahead. What's the forecast for the next 3 months heading into fall?
Well, the forecast suggests prices will likely remain largely steady. We're not expecting major swings up or down.
So kind of flat.
Yeah, projections seem to indicate values might end 2025 roughly flat compared to where we are now. There'll be slight fluctuations.
And sales volume, does that usually slow down in the fall?
Typically, yes. We'll probably see the sales volume ease off a bit with that traditional fall season slowdown. School starts, holidays approach, things tend to cool.
Okay. And inventory. You mentioned it's the highest since 2019. Will it keep climbing?
The expectation is that it might rise slightly more, but we need perspective here.
Meaning?
Meaning this rise is coming off historically low inventory levels from the past few years. So even with the increase, we're still far from having, a glut of homes on the market.
Right, it's all relative.
Exactly. And don't forget new construction. We have Eastridge Village coming online soon. That's a big master plan development.
Ah, yes, Eastridge. When do those start delivering?
They'll start delivering their first homes soon. So that will gradually add more new supply into the mix over time.
Okay, so pulling all this together, steady prices, rising inventory, seasonal slowdown, new builds coming. What's the core advice for people right now? Let's start with sellers.
For sellers, number one is price, realistically. Right now, that means aiming within about 2% of true fair market value. Overpricing is costly.
Get the price right from the start.
Absolutely. And number two, prep your home exceptionally well. Declutter like crazy. Consider staging. Make sure everything is in excellent condition. Presentation matters more now.
Make it move-in ready.
Exactly. And maybe consider incentives if needed. Things like interest rate buy-downs, helping the buyer with their mortgage rate temporarily, or offering credits towards closing costs.
Rather than just big price drops.
Often, yes. Those incentives can be more effective sometimes than just slashing the list price, especially in attracting buyers sensitive to monthly payments.
Okay, good tips for sellers. Now, what about buyers? What's the strategy for them in this market?
Well, buyers, you have a bit more breathing room now.
Yeah.
You definitely have more time and more negotiating leverage than you've had in years.
So less pressure?
Less pressure to make snap decisions, yes. You can take a more deliberate approach. You might actually be able to negotiate on the price or maybe get some repairs included.
That's a change.
It is. However, a word of caution, don't get too complacent, especially for well-priced homes, particularly those under that, say, $900K to $1 million mark.
Why specifically that range?
Those can still attract significant interest and go pending pretty quickly, sometimes still under a month. So be prepared. Meaning, get fully pre-approved for your mortgage before you start seriously looking. Know your budget, be ready for current interest rates, and be prepared to act decisively when you find the right place at a good price.
Good advice. Be ready, but take advantage of the leverage you now have.
That's the balance, yep.
Well, despite the shifts, Dorado Hills really remains one of the region's most desirable communities, doesn't it? Strong schools, that lifestyle, solid long-term value proposition.
Absolutely. It continues to be a highly sought-after area.
So if you listening have questions or you'd like more specific insights for your situation, whether buying or selling, definitely reach out. Contact us today at Weichert Realtors Sierra Pacific Group.
We're here to help you navigate this market and make your next move with confidence.
And maybe leave you with this thought. With new construction like Eastridge Village starting to add homes, how do you think the slowly evolving inventory mix might shape the unique character and feel of Dorado Hills housing market in the years to come? Something to ponder.